What's your higher guidance message for you right now? Hi, Divine Soul. Thank you for joining me, Mystic Miya, here on Omomo Tarot for this message for you. Pick a card reading. I'm going to pick out the piles here. The first one, we have these beautiful tropical fish. And then we have this whale that you can see from this cavern. And an octopus. So just using your intuition, not the one that you like the most or like the colors of, but just intuitively feel drawn to. That's your spirit speaking, calling you to the right message at this time. So take a second to pick that. Pause here if you need more time, and I'll see you in the reading. Much love and light. Hey, beautiful pile one. Again, look at your higher guidance message for you at this time. Okay, first of all, this card says change direction with ease. This is a time for change. Shape shifting. That's so weird. The fact that I even stumbled over that word is there's a little bit of hesitation in terms of shape shifting your soul's evolution. Changing directions. There might be some sort of hesitation or frustration or I'm getting flustered. It's a time to reconsider what you are wanting. You may be in for a surprise. It might be even a little bit frustrating because you don't even know what this is. You don't even know what you're meant to change directions in. What exactly are you supposed to move into that you might like better? There's not even a clue or a hint. You might have been getting this from your guides a lot recently, just at your to kind of have an open mind, an open heart, that you may receive something better than what you imagined or what you were hoping for. But at this point, you're probably completely bewildered as to what that might even be, because if there was something, opportunity or a chance in your life, or your heart was calling to something, you'd be like, okay, yeah, I can see where spirit would want me to go, my higher self, my spirit guides, where they would want me to go. But there, at this point in time, there isn't anything that's that has a potential to change, or that you can change at this time. What you're probably thinking to yourself, what is it supposed to be that you are meant to change? Okay. Challenge, standing up for your rights. And when we see that the Seven of Wands is about standing up for your what you believe. So what you believe and your rights. I'm getting it's a spiritual declaration. What you deserve. So there's a lot of kind of manifestation techniques out there that says be grateful for what you have, and it'll bring you more things to be grateful for, right? But only be grateful for the things that you're actually grateful for. If you're oh, I'm grateful that I have a roof over my head, but you're not actually grateful for that specific home. You don't like that building, you don't like that apartment, that flat, that house, that location. Don't be grateful for that if it's not what you want, because you're just going to manifest more of it. Be grateful for the general idea, oh, I'm grateful that I'm not outside when it's pouring rain outside, and I can be in an insulated place where I have heat. You can be grateful for that, and you'll manifest more of that. But you don't say you're grateful for that specific home you're in if it's not exactly what you want or what you feel like you deserve. That's what I'm getting. It's you're right in your beliefs. Because I'm getting it's not enough to believe and to visualize what you want and believe that you're meant to get it, and that embodying that energy. You have to feel like it's your right. It's your right as a human being. It's your right as a divine soul, as a powerful divine soul, to have your life meet these demands, meet these circumstances. Okay, wow. see. Healing the earth. Love, humility, and respect. There's this energy here. We can see like standing up for your rights, what you believe in, having respect for the earth, and having respect for yourself. This kind of energy of love yourself and don't fake it. Like, love your life and don't fake love the things that you don't actually love. You know, then you're giving the universe the wrong signal. So that's something in the manifestation techniques that they don't teach you, to kind of refine and edit your manifestations, your beliefs. Like, you know, not to kind of spend your time focusing on things that you don't like and be like, oh, you know, I'm grateful for having a roof over my head, but I hate this and I don't like that and I wish that was changing. But be like, oh, I'm grateful for the roof over my head, and I know and I deserve this kind of place with this kind of location, this kind of scenery, or this kind of folks around, or this kind of resources. Like, acknowledge and show gratitude for the things that you do like, and then replace the things that you don't like with, and I deserve this, that, and the other thing. I deserve this. I deserve that. Instead of saying like, oh, I don't like this, I don't like that in my home, be like, and I deserve this. And then you're visualizing it, but you're not only believing that you are living there, you feel like you deserve it. Like, you're putting some other emotion behind it. There's this technique. It's like, you know, when you put really strong emotion behind a manifestation, it amplifies the manifestation, right? The power behind the manifestation. But the thing is, like, you could probably even see this in like kids' TV shows, like Avatar: The Last Airbender, where using anger is a very powerful emotion. It's very easy to get into and easy to channel in spiritual power or manifestation. But this is kind of like channeling that type of energy in a high frequency way, like demanding and commanding. It's like you're taking a leadership role. It's like telling the universe, like, I'm not someone who is just your loyal servant. I am also a leader. I am a light leader. I am a powerful sovereign being, a powerful sovereign ruler, and this is my demands, and this is what I deserve, and I command and demand these manifestations. You have to really believe it, though. Believe it, know your rights, love, humility, and respect. Because you have to have a lot of love in there. It's love, it's demand. It's like that kind of like when your relationship with a ruler, with a king or queen, it's like, you know, they command love and respect. Like, they rule out of love and fear. It's both in very powerful ways. So that's the kind of energy. It's like you have to embody it and you have to feel it. You have to know that you're in it. Okay, interesting. What other message does your higher guidance have for you at this time? The Magician, yeah. Magician, I kind of want to pair up with this card here. You got to find your source of magic and command it. And this kind of goes with the Silva method. If you ever heard of the Silva method of manifesting, like if you heard about the woman who won like 43 lotteries or like what's called like raffles and stuff, it's using the Silva method, right? And the Silva method is basically using meditation to not just connect to a higher power, but to kind of visualize with a lot of power behind it. and visualize in a lot of detail. And this is what like Nikola Tesla and a lot of the great scientists back in the day were able to do, is like be able to visualize a concept so well that they can see every little detail. They can even spin it around in their mind like a holographic image and be able to manifest that exact thing. And that's kind of what the Silva method does. It kind of like you go into meditation and you visualize it in a way that kind of is in such detail and places it in your world, and you kind of use a time situation. Anyway, you got to find your magic. You got to find how you command your own magic. Because it's like, even like meditation, it can only go, it connects you to source energy, and that makes you feel like, oh yeah, I'm connected. And you might get a lot of insight, a lot of guidance, and turn on your higher chakras more. But when it comes to manifesting, sorry, just lost my train of thought. You have to take it a step forward, a step further. Like you have to command the energy. It's kind of why like wands are so prevalent in magic. It's because you kind of have to point and you have to direct the energy. So it's kind of like you do all this work to be connected to source energy and to have your beliefs and know what you've like what you deserve, and to be in that energy and to hold that energy. It's a very difficult thing for people who haven't done their like inner work to do, right? Because you need a lot of extreme amount of mental strength. You know, you have to be able to be emotionally healed and take care of all your stuff, you know, to get to that point of mastery over your mind, mastery over your energy. And then you got to direct it. So that's what I'm getting here. It's like you're missing the direct part. Okay, interesting. But we're getting change of energy. So change direction. Okay. Spiritual teacher. Oh, there's another card here too. Funny. Hiding underneath. And autumn. Okay, your life purpose involves teaching others about healing and spirituality. And autumn, in the fall season, everything comes together and you reap wonderful harvests of abundance. And this time, like this is a timeless reading, and most of the time I kind of give a general timeline, like, oh, I'm recording this and on spring equinox, like, you know, in the next and after like a season, this will come true whenever you're watching this. But this time I actually feel like it's an autumn season. So wherever you are, if you're in the autumn season right now, if that's when it happens. If it's like a month away, a year away, that's when it's going to happen. But I do feel like you're going to get a different role, and it's different from the one that you were probably expecting. The spiritual teacher did come out in reverse. I want to pull a card for that. Change of winds. The Five of Swords sometimes is with the air element and the number 5 being change. It's like a change in the wind. So I do feel like a change is coming. So whatever you're doing now, it's fine, but expect the tides to turn. Expect change to happen in the fall season that you might have not been expecting or even thinking about. Death, yeah. No second chances. It's a once in a lifetime opportunity. What's dead is dead. I really do feel like something that you're working on now is going to completely end in order for you to make space to be in this role. Interesting. I am getting it might be an environmental change. It might be something that happens on the world stage for some of you, and so then you're called to kind of step up in a spiritual leadership role. It could just be that you have a very like inquisitive and intuitive mind, that you might be good in whatever kind of leadership role that you step up in, for example, your company, your business that you're in, or wherever you work now, or in your community, in your family. But I do feel like you take like a spiritual leader, I'm getting, more than just a teacher. I feel like it's because you have the experience, you have the know-how. Even if you don't think you are, or don't have enough, or need more time, or not ready yet, or don't want that big of a role, it's like you're going to be called to it. Like whatever you think you know or you don't know is like is enough, or just what's needed for this specific role or this specific group. So I do see that you're going to be called. Interesting. And the Five of Wands, the Five of Swords and the Five of Wands, there's definitely change in the air, electricity. I definitely think it's going to be like a major event that you're called on. So it could be a world event, but it also could be just something you're called to do in terms of your family. Like it's a more personal event, something in regards to your workplace or something. But I am getting something is going to happen on the world stage around autumn anyway. I'm recording this in 2025, so we'll see. Spring equinox 2025. It's funny, I paused for a second because I was thinking about doing like what's coming up for light workers this spring reading, but then I ended up doing this reading. So I was like, oh, should I switch over? But no, this is telling. So I feel like whatever you're doing right now, like I feel like that's why it's like a little bit like irritating, because you might be getting like, be open to whatever happens, and you're like, what are you talking about? And it's like still like 6 months away, like half a year away from this happening, and you're like, really? I do get the sense that there are going to be changes that are going to prepare you for this role you're going to be stepping in. So you're probably going to see a lot of changes happen in your life. It might be kind of surprising, some of the changes. It happens very quickly. And I do get it's because you're being set up for when you're going to step into that role. So, for example, if you're planning to not move this year, you might end up moving somewhere else. Or if you're planning to move to a specific location, you might move to a different location. You might meet new people that are going to be very important to you in the coming months and years. And so you might see a lot of swift changes happening around you, but you might think that like, oh yeah, everything's awesome. Career is doing great, home life, social life, whatever, everything is going well, health, but it's actually to prepare you to get into this role by fall time. So I do think something is going to happen. I do think something's going to happen on the world stage, but I think it's going to trickle down to people's personal experiences and personal lives in different ways. Some people are going to have like a, more of a local leadership role, and some people are going to have more of like a worldwide stage leadership role, but it's, all the light workers are being called, I'm getting. So, Pile 1, big message. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, I really appreciate a comment, or a follow. And with that, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day. I wish you much light. Hey, Pile 2, we're looking at message for you. So the card reads, looking at the underbelly. We see the underbelly of this whale here. And be sure you are using your time in the best possible manner. You might consider taking time to reorganize yourself, or to organize yourself, or perhaps a project you are working on could use some fine-tuning. So it's kind of like looking at the best possible manner of doing things and using your time. Okay, so thinking long-term, way into the future. So this would be a good time. Like, this is why it's really good to connect with awakened souls on all levels, whether you're in the beginning of your journey, middle, or end. Or towards the end of a cycle. It's just good to mix with a lot of different types of spiritual folks, because like the people who are just starting out can help you refresh like some of the basics, and then connecting to the people who are kind of on the same part of the journey as you is also very crucial in getting kind of like insight, different ways to handle things, and just to talk to people of your peers who might be more interesting to talk to, and then people who are kind of further along than you, so you can know what to expect and have some kind of guidance and mentorship, right? So like it's good to talk to people from all levels of the spiritual journey. And one of the things I'm getting right now is this would be one of those times that's really, really good to kind of look back at what's important to you now. Your goals and dreams kind of change or pivot or need to be edited and refined, or you might realize that they have changed in priority. So it's one of those times to make those lists. There's plenty of videos out there that have this, but the basic premise is, what are you aiming for? What are your biggest dreams and goals in your lifetime? Writing down like one main one or several main ones. And if you feel like it's overwhelming how much you want to do, just kind of really the end of your life, what do you want to see? What do you want to have accomplished? And you can look at different areas of your life in terms of health or family, love, or home or finances, kind of what you want to accomplish in that lifetime, and just kind of make that list and then kind of work backwards, and be like, okay, so what are the steps that I need to do to kind of get to that place? What small steps can I take? What kind of, how many months or years would it take to get to this step? And that step is kind of like that, like working backwards from your goals, because it could be different, or you might just need a reminder, and we all do. We all need reminders of the basics. Your spiritual toolbox, right? So that's what I'm kind of getting. This is the kind of time to do that, because you'll probably see that there's one or two projects that you have in your life currently that you shouldn't be wasting your time on, or be spending less time on, for sure. Or there might be a better way to do something that you are working on. For example, in your career, if you want to go down this path, but you've been kind of heading towards a promotion in a different line of work, it's like, well, I just kind of wanted the promotion because I wanted the money, but like if I do this, then it's going to take another 1 or 2 years to get that promotion, and it's just going to be 1 or 2 years that I'm not working towards what I actually want to be working on. That kind of thing, Okay. Dominance. Believing in yourself. It's like one of those things where it's like no one's gonna make your dreams come true except for you. No one's gonna live your life for you except for you. No one's gonna help you except for yourself. No one's gonna, it's like one of those things, like you have to protect yourself, you have to help yourself, you have to take care of yourself, you have to work towards your own goals, because like no one else is gonna do it for you or help you out unless you help yourself, kind of thing, So I feel like that's kind of the thing. It's like, well, how do you know how to help yourself if, it's like if you want other people to help you, you have to help yourself first, right? You have to know what you're about, what you're doing, and be very like sure about yourself, There's some things that you can be like, oh, I'm not sure, and totally be honest with yourself with that. But the things that you are sure about, those are the things that you are working on actively every day, taking baby steps in, putting in effort a little bit by little bit, because that's how you build anything. That's how you build an empire, right? It's just a little bit of energy every day, right? Or prioritizing your energy, like, oh, this weekend I'm going to be working on building this shed. I don't care. I need some space. This is what's going to happen every weekend for the foreseeable future. I'm going to at least spend some time, an hour or 2 or 6 every weekend working on this shed. And it doesn't happen if you don't plan for it, right? If you don't put energy into it, is what I'm getting. So I guess it's just like a reminder from Spirit. Okay, too many cards came out. that you might want to look at the things that you are spending energy on, daily tasks that you're spending energy on, and what can you possibly add in, what can you take out, organizing your life kind of thing. Okay, open like the lotus, flowering spirit, revelation, and maturity. And we also have here the Isle of Wonder. Revelation, we have revelation twice. Teaching and discovery. You have some sort of mastery here. It's kind of like you've entered a space in your life where you can kind of do whatever. You can take on whatever you want. And I think that's kind of why Spirit's like, okay, it's time to reorganize and figure out what you really want, because I feel like all the resources are open to you, or you might have like put up really strong boundaries or released a lot of things in your life that no longer serve you. And so now it's like you have this wide open space, new canvas, like, and you can do things differently, do things better, do things more practical, or work easier, like work smarter instead of harder kind of thing, right? So I do feel like that's why Spirit's like, no, this is a different energy you're in. You just kind of, you have to change around some things. You have to change the way your daily routines look like. You can't do it your old way. There's a new energy around, and dominance. Like, you're bringing the power. You can bring the power to anything you want in your life right now. This is a crucial time to make sure that you're spending energy in this new way on your new goals and dreams, or what your goals and dreams are now, and not your old goals and dreams, and not doing it in the same ways that you used to. You got to switch it up. So look at what you're doing. Look how you can spend your time better and more wisely. Okay, interesting. Okay, so what else does Spirit say to you? 4 of Pentacles. Get out of your comfort zone, but something in the home. Get some exercise. As your body becomes stronger, you begin to feel stronger in all ways. It's time to kind of level up. Maybe take on a different exercise routine or diet, nutrition. It's time to level up. I feel like your energy is leveling up, and that's why Spirit's like, okay, it's time to level up all areas of your life. Don't be lazy. You worked really hard to become this awesome person. You're very spiritually mature. You dominate. You have a very powerful energy. You can plan very big dreams and goals into the far-reaching future. You're meant to kind of learn new things, go to the unknown, and bring that back. You're going to have to kind of upgrade everything in your life in that same manner. So if you have the same exercise routines, you got to switch it up now. You can still do the old ones, but bring in the new ones too. If you feel like you've been kind of eating slightly healthy, eat even more healthy. Add in more health routines, more things that you see. It's time to go balls to the walls, excuse my language, but it's like time to go all in. This is kind of like explorer energy. Like up till now, I feel like you were just kind of doing the norm. You were kind of doing, even if you had a lot of success, or even if you felt like you haven't, it just felt like you got to where you are, which is somewhere normal. Because with this spiritual maturity, I feel like it's like, some people's normal is just from the get-go. Like they just follow the crowd, right? But you followed your own path, and now you feel normal even in a 3D crowd or a 5D crowd. It's still you. You've like mastered yourself so powerfully that you are yourself in any situation, past, present, or future. So I do feel like the way you tackle life is going to be different, way different. So I feel like you're just getting to normal, because you're like, normal for you is being yourself, which is being on this extraordinary path, but still being able to, when you're in any kind of circumstances, weird, different, unusual, normal, past life, new life, it's you're still yourself. And to get to that place, get to normal while you're on an extraordinary path that's less taken, is incredible. So but now, like, it's like you've shifted into this new era, and you have to kind of do things differently. You have to live life differently than everyone you know around you. Get inspired by your colleagues, your peers, but it's like you're forging the path, and you're going to come back with a lot of knowledge that like can be helpful to people. So yeah, when I say get out of your comfort zone, I don't mean you already have. What I'm saying is, like, try different things in different areas of your life. Do more different things, more helpful things, like, try some herbal remedies, or, natural fixes for your hair or your teeth or your eyes, or, try calisthenics, try running, try not running, try HIIT workouts, or like whatever, like try different things, because you're an expanded human, and that's what you're meant to do. You're meant to live a more expanded life, and so start living like it. That's what basically Spirit's like sentiment is, like, start living like the extraordinary, not ordinary human that you are. Looking at pictures, missing you, nostalgia. I am getting kind of a little energy of, like, you're looking back at your past, and you're kind of like, it's familiar. Your old routines, your old life, it's very familiar. It's kind of like, I feel like you're kind of like, can I ever get a break? Can I ever get like a normal schedule? Can I ever get like times where the energy isn't so high all the time, and that I need to kind of, lay back and take care, like, not go to a event because the energy is so high, and, my mind's tripping out, or like, so much inner work is coming up, or, just dreaming of like simpler times, like, oh, what about when I was a kid and I didn't have to worry about anything. Someone had my food covered. What I had to do every day was covered. I just got to play in between. Like, there's this kind of energy of looking back at your life previously, your 3D life, and being like kind of nostalgic about it. And I feel like you might get this like kind of like, oh, but it was so much easier back then. No, don't get there. Don't go there. It was not. It was hell. You are someone who was born in 5D energy, moved down to 4, then 3D energies, kept the connection to 5D energies, awakened, went through all this crap. You're moving into 5D energies. It's way better than anything you could remember from the 3D. Don't fall back into that trap. You won't, but it's just like, don't think that life was easier and better back then. It's so much easier and better now that you went through all that and you're on the other side in the 5D energies. I think that's what I'm going to Spirit. And Two of Pentacles. Yeah, it's just going to take a second to kind of get used to being in this new energy. Everything's like amplified. Every time you want to manifest, it manifests so quickly. Every time you want to like work on something that's like heart-centered, like a passion project, you get resources right away. You get a lot more you get a lot more intuitive ideas. It feels like your guides are like literally just speaking to you. You're getting synchronicities like every second of every day. It's a different vibe. You just got to get used to it. I think it's just a little bit of like discomfort when you like with anything, like moving into a new house, or meeting new coworkers, or whatever it is. It's just like the slight discomfort of like getting used to it, used to this new 5D energy. But once you do, it's so much better than anything in your life before. It's what you've been working on your entire life. So, the reading started with, be sure you're using your time in the best manner possible. And I do feel like you might have some habits left over from your past life. And also you might be doing some things that like you can find a better way for it. It might not look normal to other people, the normies, but it makes sense to you and it works for you, and it's just like a better system or a better way of doing things, or it'll probably catch on if people knew how much easier it makes your life. New routines, and then also new goals, because they probably have changed now that you're in your more 5D energies, and know that you can manifest anything and the resources are available to you, and like God's literally speaking in your ears. You might change your goals in life, and so you might make more time to discover new things, take more time practicing your more highly spiritual practices and knowledge, and start planning for humanity, for like the long-term future, and you're making those goals a part of your daily life, and how it can be worked into the daily life of people around you, or your community, or your area. It's like you're taking on big things and you're making it make sense, but it's easier for you now that you're in 5D. Your mentality, your mental abilities have heightened and are stronger and faster. Your emotional abilities, you're a stronger empath. You could even do energy work better and faster, even if you don't know how to. You can just intuit it. You can speak to energies on the other side easier, and they're willing to work with you and to manifest ideas, so it's easier to kind of have personal projects come through that you always wanted, easier and better. And also getting used to a new day-to-day life in a way that you probably wouldn't have expected before. I do feel like for a few of you, you might be moving and shaking, I'm hearing. So we got some exercise, but I came up with this, like the 4 of Pentacles, kind of like this. I do feel like kind of like moving and shaking is happening around your living situation too, especially because it's so focused on your environment changing into the 5D as well. You might see a lot of changes in your home, your current home, or moving to a different home, or in your neighborhood. Alright, pile 2, so I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, I really appreciate your like, comment, or follow. And with that, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day. And I wish you much love and light. Hi, pile 3 with the octopus. Looking at what your higher guidance has for you, what message they have for you. Take a risk. Okay, first of all, this card, it says blend into the environment. You have many skills and can fit into any situation. Take time to access what is going on around you, or assess what's going on around you, and adapt accordingly. Okay, so blend into the environment. Okay, so I feel like your guides kind of like lay low. When your opportunity hits, strike while the iron's hot. So there is a powerful opportunity that is going to come your way, and Spirit's like just like kind of lay low and do exactly what you've been doing. If you want to make little changes here and there, that's fine. But when this opportunity comes, you're gonna know, and that's your time to shine. Come out of hiding. I feel like the blending into the environment is just so like I'm getting it's like to throw other people off or something. It's like, or so like some other people won't try to like take what's yours or something. They can. Whatever is yours can't be taken away from you. But I mean, whatever is yours is meant to be yours and you will have. But like, I feel like you don't want to. I feel like you're throwing off the scent. For example, I do feel like that you might have some boundaries around certain people, and you're practicing not telling people too much about your life or something like that. Or you know, this is something like a promotion, and there's gonna be like a lot of people that might be interested in it. So you're kind of like not showing interest or even talking about it until the opportunity comes for the interviews, and you like put your name in there and get it, you know, you kill it, and people don't even know what they have, what's coming, that you're coming, and that you have so much, like, you've been prepared for this, you've been kind of, you know, doing your thing, and this is your moment, like this job, this promotion was always yours, you know, other people just didn't know it. So I feel like there's something like that. It's like you're protecting your energies, you're kind of like, I think it's more that it's protecting your energies for sure. Okay. Rebirth, giving yourself a second chance. Yeah, so I feel like this is something, so I feel like there is something, like you took an opportunity that was kind of risky before, and you did okay in there, you did well, but I do feel like it was, like I feel like it was like kind of like a missed opportunity because there's so much you were doing behind the scenes. Like you might have been doing a lot of inner work while also dealing with this new career or new line of work or a new relationship or whatever this is. Like I feel like you're like, this is a really good opportunity, but, and so you took it and you took the risk and you did okay, you did good, or for some of you did it really excellent, but it was during a period of time where you're dealing with so much internal things too. So whether you were dealing with the death of a loved one or a divorce, or you just got married, or you just had a kid, or you just moved to a new place, or you just went through your spiritual journey, you had a lot of inner work to do. I just feel like there's like a lot you were going on that you couldn't really take advantage of that opportunity. And I feel like, don't worry, this is that experience has prepared you for this one. So you didn't miss anything. You were just better prepared. People don't even know how well you prepared you are. And it's better that they don't, actually, pile 3. You might want to keep that to yourself. Just, you know, letting you know. Okay. The seer. Future prospects, decisions to make, seeking guidance. Yeah. So I do feel like you might be asking your guidance a lot. Like, what should I do? You know, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Should I stay in this career? Should I stay in this relationship? Should I stay with this, that, or the other thing? Should I change here? Do I feel guided here? And it's like, when this opportunity comes, you'll know. There's no questioning it. There's no doubting it. There's no like, should I or should I not? It's like, this is my opportunity. I'm taking it. So Spirit is saying, like, when this situation, this opportunity comes into your life, you won't miss it. You won't miss it. This was made for you. Okay? Because I do feel a tiny bit for some of you, like kind of a little bit of a going back and forth, like, should I not? I don't know what to do next. I'm not having real clarity. Can you give me more clarity, please? Guidance. Can you please show me the right way? Your meditations might not be giving you much. Your guidance might not be saying. They might be telling you like something's coming. Opportunity abundance, money abundance, money opportunity, financial opportunity, or opportunity in love, or opportunity to start this new project or whatever. Like I feel like you might have been getting a lot of strong hints, but no clarity or not much, and you're just kind of like, well, what is this all about, right? Child of Wands, yeah. When it comes through, it's not gonna be hard to miss. It's gonna be hard to miss. It's not gonna be hard to tell, yeah. When I mix up two sayings like that and meld them into one, it means that like two brain centers or are working at once, or many parts of our brains are trying to connect at once. which usually means like I'm channeling more than one energy. So I feel like this is kind of like spirit guides. Spirit guides. I almost felt when I sat down to this reading that like pile 1 was like source energy, like spirit. And pile 2 was your higher self, and pile 3 was your spirit guides. Don't know why, but I just felt that. Okay, so what else does your guides want to tell you? New career. Literally, we just that. There we go. That's the synchro that we're looking for. Confirmation. New career. Your work focus is shifting in a positive, new, and successful direction. Because I feel like some of you, like, it could be romantic, it could be a relationship, but I'm like, if it is, it's because it's a relationship and career. You know, but you're mostly been asking about your career. It's like, for everyone who picks this pile, it is career focused. Like, what should I do next? Where should I go? Should I sell this business? Should I start this business? Should I do the side gig? Should I start at a new company? Should I, aim for this promotion? Should I quit my job? Should I, change careers? Should I change departments? Should I change the line of work that I'm in? Should I retire? Should I, take some time off? Like, there's like so many questions in regards to career that I'm getting for this pile that like it's making my head spin, honestly. But I'm so much energy, kundalini energy is coming in. It's because you're so passionate about like your life's work, and you care about doing meaningful things, meaningful work day to day. Let's see. The golden mirror. This came out in reverse. And for me, like, the golden mirror has a different significance than like the words written on this card. But I do feel like the work that you will be doing is going to be shining a light on all the darkness that's out there. And I mean like the negative darkness. Like, I feel like you're going to be replacing someone and in like kind of the equivalent of what role you're playing right now. The equivalent of that in, you're going to be replacing the role of someone who has been playing that same role but in a negative aspect. Does that make sense? But even better than that, because you're not just like the mirror, you're the golden mirror. So it's kind of like potent. So I feel like it's going to make sense when this opportunity comes through. I feel like you might almost feel like, do I even deserve this? Because I feel like whoever had this position before, or people who have positions like this, are very well respected or have high status, or can come off intimidating for you, and therefore this job or this opportunity or this line of work might come off intimidating for you because it's like, you looked up to these people, or you use them as a source for your own career advice and stuff, or you were leading from their example, or you're hoping to be like them one day, and then you have this opportunity which is like literally their job, or literally working with them, or for them, or if it's for them, it's like in a high capacity role in a big way. But I feel like there's a lot of people who are leaving high positions in every field now, because the light wand, yay, right? But more than that, the awakening, and we're clearing out all the negative energies, and so we got rid of all like the dark negative energies, right? So however you believe that, whether that's reptilian or like the darkest kind of human crimes that people can think of, like however you believe, like the darkest energies are being cleared out. that's what's happening, right? But like then it's going to trickle into like every line of work and every place. You can even see it with like just the like this like YouTube, for example, or like social media platforms, like how people who are authentic and heart-centered and working from the divine light are replacing those that were in the limelight for a long time but had such a negative influence on society, right? Or came from a very like narcissistic place. I've been seeing that so much. I should probably do a thing on that, narcissists in today's society and how they're being replaced. And people are like, oh yeah, it's because we have more social media and things like that. It's like, no, these narcissists were always around, but people just were more consenting for some reason back then. You know, people were just more consenting or unaware and didn't care much to find out the truth. Whereas the light workers and star seeds were sent down here to be truth seeking, which is light is truth, to wake other folks up, care about learning the truth, care about evolving, and being a positive influence, being of service to others. So that's why we're seeing this huge, massive change, and you're going to be part of that. So I do feel like you're going to get this opportunity that is going to be like kind of the role that you're in now, but much bigger, and replacing someone or working close to someone that was in the position that you were kind of aiming towards or something. Let's see. Nine of Swords. I feel like your energy was kind of kept down. Like you were kind of being prevented from having your light being sent out there. And I found this to be true. Like a lot of light workers, they had a lot of they were being protected. They had a veil over their energies, and that's why your light couldn't be like seen or reached far. Because if you were to get a lot of the rewards for your hard work in the middle of your spiritual journey, you wouldn't have finished. You know, we all have this human aspect to us, right, in this physical world. And it's just physical nature. It's just human nature that, like, if you get the reward, why do the work? You know, sometimes so like you had this veil over you. You did get some rewards along the way, and a lot of guidance and a lot of help. But like your spirit guides, your spirit team had to make sure that you finished. And so now that your veil has been taken off to reveal your true, brightly shining, blindingly shining, bright light, it's way far-reaching and more brilliant and so alluring to so many, way stronger than you expected. And so in the beginning, when you get a position like this or offer like this, you might feel like, oh, I'm not ready for that, or like, me, like this little mouse, like that. It's like, no, you're a really powerful sovereign being. You were just kind of being attacked more because, you know, once the powers that were could identify those people who had the highest amount of light, they would get the most attacks. King of Swords. Usually I read the King of Swords in reverse differently, but I'm seeing like the Temperance card here. I feel like when it's time, you will know what to do. Because I feel like also a lot of you might be thinking like, okay, when it's time to hit the stage, what am I going to say? What am I going to do? And you'll know. You'll seamlessly fall into that role because you've already been playing that role. So like, I feel like it's like maybe like a second of stage fright, and then like immediate sense of like, oh, I know what I'm doing, and feeling very comfortable and doing your thing, showing off your talent, and, you know, using your mad skills. And I got this message before too, because kind of like A lot of folks don't understand who they are in this new 5D energy, and being in the 5D energy is just like you're in that 5D mentality consistently, stably, and so it is kind of entering a new energy because when you have your thoughts that high frequency, you manifest high frequency. Your environment is high frequency. The people you connect with is high frequency. The things that you work on is high frequency. So it is an environment. It is a dimension. It is a different world. But a lot of folks, like when they first enter the 5D, and that's what I mean by 5D. Like you might go in and out of it while you're on your spiritual journey, but when you enter the 5D, it's kind of like you're in there and you stay there. You stay in that consistent high frequency energy. A lot of folks don't know who they are, what they're supposed to do, but I kept getting the guidance that like once you're called to action, you'll know exactly what to do. You'll step up and you'll play the part perfectly. And then from there, you'll be like, oh, this is what I'm meant to do. This is what I'm supposed to do. Or like something in this manner with the experience that you just had. So you'll be called. You'll know that you're supposed to step up. You'll step up and it'll be natural to you. And you'll know like, oh, that's the field I'm supposed to go in. And you don't even have to like think about like, oh, that's the field I will have to go in. You'll be offered jobs. You know, you'll see that like that experience like will get a lot of attention because your light is so is shining now. It's reaching everyone, and so I think you're so used to doing all these high frequency things behind the scenes where people couldn't see you. And now that whenever you do these high frequency things, people are there to see you. They're there to witness. They're there to validate and to spread the word. It's kind of a different kind of feeling for you, pile 3. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, I really appreciate a like, comment, or follow. And with that, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day. I wish you much love and light.